Hello, Matrix Detectives. Welcome to your next mission. This is officially CSI Matrix Algebra. Crime Scene Investigators is CSI. So you are my detectives, and we found out that there have been a string of terrible robberies happening around Washington, D.C. in the Maryland area. We need to find out what's going on. We do know that has been done by the infamous Neo Eigenvector is our bad guy. We're trying to figure out who is it. We found a couple of different crime scenes and we have a couple of suspects, but we need your help by putting Neo to justice, by doing a lot of matrix work. Since you are now matrix pros, I need your help to figure out who is responsible for these robberies. All right, well, let me first start you out with the list of suspects. Which one is the evil Neo Eigenvector? Is it Caesar? Is it Bella? Is it Elizabeth? Is it Dylan? Is it DeAndre? Or is it Marcy? Notice that each of them have a different occupation. Does that make them more of a suspect? And each of them has their own favorite number. Interesting. Well, by trying to solve each of the crime scenes using matrices, you will gather up all of your clues and come up with a final number, and that final number should match one of these 6 suspects, and we will discover who it is. So let's start slow. The first scene is at the U.S. Capitol building, is where the first robbery was in Washington, D.C. They notice here, if you read, that the security guards noticed that a Neo Eigenvector made copies of top secret government files. In the Senate restroom, the police found this note written on a stall. It says, "I can create more complicated meandering square matrices than you." "Wanna bet?" the Senate replies to the House. "My determinant will be bigger than your determinant." So Neo Eigenvector is leading us with these 6 matrices here. And what you need to figure out is what is the answer to our first clue. And here's how we do it. Look at the House, and using these 6 matrices up here, can you simplify this crazy looking expression of matrices? Give me a final matrix back out, and then find the determinant of that matrix if it's possible. Next, move on to the Senate. Same idea. Can you simplify this crazy expression of matrices that we got up here? And once you get a matrix answer back out, can you find its determinant if possible? Who has the bigger determinant? Who has the determinant that's possible? If you found the determinant and the House is the larger determinant answer, you will put H over here on the right-hand side, and you will put its determinant number that you found. Oh, but wait, what if the Senate number is the larger one? If the Senate is larger, then over here you will write S equals, and you will write the determinant number you got from that. If by chance you did both of these expressions up here, but neither of them have a possible determinant, then you can put that therefore, because neither is possible, you can put W equals 0. Now each of these crime scenes will have a different letter assigned to a different number. So keep track of all your numbers and letters, and we'll put them in at the end when we're done. So crime scene number 1, friends, detectives in the U.S. Capitol building, is to simplify number 1, the House, simplify number 2, the Senate, find the determinant for each, and figure out which one is bigger. Whichever one is bigger, you'll put that over here on the right-hand side, either H with its bigger determinant, or S with its bigger determinant, or if neither is possible, you will put W equals 0. That's crime scene number 1. Crime scene number 2, if you so dare to choose to accept it, happens over at Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore. Now this one is set up almost like a matrix, but to be honest, this one doesn't have to use matrices. And if you just read this paragraph, you can just use basic problem solving here to figure this one out. Here's what's going on. We have 4 patients here, patients A, B, C, and D, and they require these 3 medications, Prilosec, hydrocodone, and prednisone, 3 different kind of painkillers. We found out that Neo eigenvector broke into this hospital and stole some radiation materials. But now, if we can just figure out the solution to this problem, we can use it to figure out who neo eigenvector really is. So, using this chart of 4 patients and 3 medications, if I tell you that patient A is going to stay in the hospital for 10 days, patient B is going to stay for 5 days, patient C is for 20 days, and patient D is for 10 days. Do you know if we have enough medication here for all 4 of these patients? So look and see our choices here on the right-hand side, friends. Based on how long all 4 of these patients are staying, if we have 925 units of Prilosec, is that enough? If we have 775 units of hydrocodone, is that enough? And if we have 900 units of prednisone, is that enough? Using, just like I said, problem solving, knowing how long they're staying, and knowing how much medication they need per day, can you figure out which of these 3 is not enough? And whichever one is not enough, circle that one and hold on to that letter. Therefore, from crime scene number 1, you'll have either an H or an S or a W answer. And in crime scene number 2, you're going to have either an A answer, a C answer, or a D answer. Like I said, scene number 1 up above definitely requires matrices. Scene number 2 on the bottom does not need a matrix. You can just use basic problem solving to try to figure it out. Good luck, detectives. You're on the case.